Good evening, and welcome to the Big Z Sports Extra Point Show, showcasing the Carrollton Warriors and the Malvern Hornets, powered by Keim Home Center. Now let's head to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio at the Chop House in Carrollton with Big Z Sports.
Big Z Sports is live today on this Wednesday from the Chop House in Carrollton, and it is time for the Extra Point Show, once again built by the Keim Home Center. Nick McWilliams and Chris Cale here alongside you. Natalie Holbrook behind the camera doing the producing for Claxon Communications. And for the first time ever, Chris, we're doubling up on an Extra Point Show.
We have a two for Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's not two for Tuesday, but we'll do two for Wednesday. Yeah, we're really excited here at the Chop House in Carrollton to welcome in first. We'll talk to the Malvern Hornets and head coach Matt Churko. We'll talk to the players first. They've got a senior activity that they have to be at shortly, so we're going to give them a chance to eat, so we'll bring them in and talk to them first. Then we'll talk to head coach Matt Churko, and then after we wrap up with Malvern, then we get to welcome in the Carrollton Warriors and head coach Storm Hill. And first-year coach, we get to welcome in the kids. And I think we also got Eric McCourt's going to be on with the athletic director at Carrollton as well. So,
and if you have not been down here, by the way, to the Chop House sometime, Chris and I just got the what was it, Carrollton chicken?
Carrollton chicken.
Oh my goodness gracious!
It's a winner.
Look,
it's a winner.
Chicken, bacon, queso, and more cheese. That was a win in his heart. I mean, there's no other way around it.
They said, you guys get difference of like 3 or 4 different chickens, and as soon as I said, okay, what's Carrollton chicken? As soon as she said, I'm like, yep, that's one. You were like,
we
yep,
didn't have to hear it.
Adam was like, yep, that's 3.
We didn't have to hear much else.
It wasn't very hard. The potatoes were excellent. Great job here at the Chop House. Make sure you stop down and check it out. Good stuff.
Huge thank you to them, and a huge thank you to the Keim Home Center as well for these Extra Point shows. Get subscribed to our YouTube channel if you've not done so already. You'll get notified every single time we go live. And we'll go ahead and just jump right into things here after this timeout, and we'll be welcoming in some of the Malvern Hornets to make sure they can get out the door and get to that senior activity. Big Z Sports is your home for high school football.
If you're looking for a restaurant with choices, the Chop House in Carrollton provides just that. A menu full of selections, including steaks, chops, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, Mexican, and Italian. The Chop House is open Wednesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They also provide the option of an early dinner menu. To see all the Chop House in Carrollton has to offer, find them on Facebook.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Chop House here in Carrollton. Big Z Sports with your Keim Home Center Extra Point Show. We're rolling things right along, and first we'll welcome in a pair of seniors from the Malvern Hornets. To my right, Drake Hutchison, running back and linebacker, and to his far right, Braden Miller, line, if I'm not mistaken, right? Both sides of the line? Okay, both sides of the line. All right, well, guys, first and foremost, thanks for coming down here. I know you got some senior stuff that's going on here later. Has that sunk in yet, that it's your senior year?
Not really, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's weird to feel that it's like your senior season and you're almost done, almost completely done with football. That's weird.
Now, I know, Drake, for you, I think it's basketball, right, as a sport that you play?
Yeah, I play basketball.
What about you, Braden?
I play basketball, baseball, and football, so I do it all kind of.
I apologize for I'm just having fun watching them try to pass this back and forth quickly. I won't keep doing that to you guys.
It's all right.
So tell me a little bit. Obviously we said you guys are seniors, but anything outside of the football field that you enjoy doing, maybe even outside of those other sports you mentioned?
I mean, we're just a good friend group. We all hang out. We all go out on the lake and have fun and just hang out a lot. It's really cool.
Yeah, same thing. We just all hang out. All the boys, all the football team. Get together all the time, just hang out.
And so whenever you look back through your 4 years that you've had, I guess 3.5. I'm not going to say it's over already, but in a way. Any favorite memories so far?
I
know that's a tough one.
I mean, just like the road trips, like a road trip down my sophomore year, we went and got like, where did we go? We were going against, he wasn't here, he was at Lake.
Oh,
So
okay.
we went to Cool Grove. It was like 3 hours away. It was freezing.
Mhm.
And we went to this like one crappy like restaurant. And we all got sick before the game, but.
Well, good thing we don't remember the name of the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
How about for you, Braden? Anything?
So I'm new. This is
Yeah.
my first year. I mean, I don't know. We had some fun over the summer, just hanging out. I guess, I don't know. One of our teammates, we always make fun of him for it. His girlfriend, like, hit him in the head with a golf club on the backswing. And that's like my earliest memory from this school.
I am so happy. I am so happy you guys clarified it was on the backswing and it wasn't on purpose. I had a lot of other questions coming if that was, but regardless. You mentioned the going out on the lake. Is that like a vacation or a favorite spot for you guys to stop as a team? But is that like a good vacation kind of destination too, or do you have a different kind of vacation destination you like to go to?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's so when you live on the lake, it's like it makes everything else like kind of bland because you go on water. It's like I don't know. I'd love to go to the mountains, but we've never been there.
No, I get it. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I just love the lake. I mean, I love the ocean. I love everything about it, so it's cool.
Well, now here's the other question though: lake, ocean, all that. Avid fisherman? Either of you?
No, not really. I'm not really a fisherman.
I used to. I mean, I kind of stopped this summer because of sports and everything, but I used to fish a lot.
So what they're saying is they like to be on boats. They don't like to do the fishing part. I get that.
Yeah.
You know what? I will take a Chris Cale question actually off of this list, and he's nodding his head because he knows he really likes this one. Favorite music that you listen to, maybe pregame or just anytime you want to turn on the radio or turn on Spotify or whatever it is. What is your favorite song or favorite artist?
I'm country. I grew up on Eric Church, so
okay.
Any Eric Church, you know.
He's making me feel really old because he just said he grew up on Eric Church. That's not good. Anyway, how about you, Drake?
I mean, I grew up with two older brothers, so I listened to a lot of Drake and Lil Wayne growing up. So
opposite ends of the spectrum here.
Drake and Lil Wayne for sure.
Well, I mean, it's your namesake, right?
Yeah. Also that helps. So
fair enough. And we always do say you guys first and foremost are student athletes. So favorite subject in school?
History for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say lunch if I could, but probably math comes the easiest to me. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't normally get that as being the easiest one.
It's always been easy for me. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Based off of that, or maybe not based off of that, any future plans with anything with school?
I mean, architecture. That's kind of like I've always been like into building and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty unique one. I don't think we've had that one yet.
Yeah, probably like business, massage therapy, or
okay,
something like that. Yeah.
Well, you will have job security. That is for sure. Pardon me. Any hobbies too outside of the sports that we mentioned, or anything else? You guys mentioned going to the lake, but everyone's got a hobby.
Yeah, just playing basketball outside of my house, driving a boat, jet ski.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff to do. Tennis. There's a tennis court at the lake. Volleyball, beach volleyball. Literally everything.
I was gonna say he struggled there for a minute. And went, you know what? We'll just name everything. It was good.
I don't really know. I mean, outside of sports and like lifting and stuff, there ain't a lot of time. But like you said, yeah, like beach volleyball, just hanging out with friends and stuff like that.
Fair. Okay, so you're on offensive and defensive line, right?
Yep. Yeah.
What is more satisfying, a good pancake block or getting, around a lineman and maybe getting a sack, tackle for loss, something like that?
I think they're both equally satisfying. I mean, you pancake someone, you let them know, like who's...
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And then just, like, getting to crush someone on the defensive side, it's fun both ways.
Now, on the other side of the coin for you, Drake, as a running back or a linebacker, more satisfying, blowing someone up in the hole on defense or maybe breaking off a big gain off the edge?
Probably killing someone on defense just because of how small I am. I'm just like a little ankle biter out there. I got to prove everyone wrong, you know what I mean?
Hey,
so,
you say you're a little ankle biter, but that's how you're supposed to tackle, right?
Yeah,
you got to go low.
Yeah. I mean, I'm light, but I'll hit you. So
fair enough. Outside of, obviously, Malvern, any favorite sports teams? We can go college, professional.
Just the Buckeyes.
Okay.
The Brownies. Ohio guy, so.
All right, fair. That's a good answer.
Yeah, same here, Buckeyes. But my dad was a big 49ers fan, so I guess 49ers.
Okay.
It's obviously Browns, but then like close seconds, 49ers.
I respect that. We're getting a thumbs down back there from your quarterback, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
And finally, for you guys, this is the last one I got, and I'm stealing another Chris one. But biggest motivator for you guys, whether that be for going to school and trying to do your best or being the best out there on the football field, what is your biggest motivating factor?
Winning, seeing how far I can go, seeing how much better I can make myself, really. Like, seeing where I can go in life, seeing if I could go, like, college, D1, see what happens.
Very, very good goals to have.
Just going 110 every day, like, fulfilling all the potential that I have in me and, like, getting that out.
Well, that is great stuff, guys. Really, I mean, that's I'm happy. Normally, we just get like, oh, I don't know, I want to do good, but no, both of those were fantastic answers, without a doubt. And that we'll go ahead and keep things moving with our Extra Point show. And a big thank you to both you, Drake, and both you, Braden. We have really appreciated it. And stay tuned, because coming up here after this timeout, Chris Cale's coming in. He's got a few more familiar faces with the Malvern Hornets. Stay tuned. It's the Extra Point show, built by the Keim Home Center.
If you're looking for a restaurant with choices, the Chop House in Carrollton provides just that. A menu full of selections, including steaks, chops, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, Mexican, and Italian. The Chop House is open Wednesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They also provide the option of an early dinner menu. To see all the Chop House in Carrollton has to offer, find them on Facebook.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back into the Keim Home Center Extra Point Show from the Chop House in Carrollton. Chris Cale with you, now being joined by senior quarterback Jared Witherow and senior wide receiver defensive back Rodney Smith. And all right, guys, first and foremost, you guys are kind of the two leaders, right? You had one job today, was to come here with a helmet.
Oh, man.
Right? And somebody dropped the ball. Rodney, did you drop the ball? You don't drop many balls, do you? No. That's those hands. Show them hands right there. They ain't dropping no balls, right? So you dropped the ball, or the helmet, I should say, right?
Man.
I mean, just own it, right? Just own it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he says. He says, yeah, I guess.
He was rushing me. That guy back there.
All right, guys, look, you guys have had a great start to the season. I want to know where you think this team can go. You guys are the two that are at the forefront of this team. Where do you think you can go?
We're just trying to make a run at the region. We feel like we make a deep playoff run, especially what we got. We got a lot of talent. We just need, discipline throughout the rest of the season.
Rodney, you agree?
I agree, yeah.
All right. Make sure you pass that.
Yeah.
So you can't just hog the mic. We know you like to talk, right? All right. Okay. So favorite thing to do outside of sports? Jared?
Probably out on the boat, especially during summer, like wakeboarding, surfing, and stuff like that.
Okay, what about in the wintertime coming up? You hunter?
No, I don't do all that.
Skiing?
I like going snowboarding, but I can't
go,
because Tooch, you don't let us go
Well,
snowboard.
yeah, I forgot about Tooch. Good point. Rodney,
me probably just same thing, going on the boat, hanging with friends at the beach.
Okay.
Watching college football, NFL.
All right, so who are your favorite teams? College and NFL?
Browns, Ohio State. I also like LSU too.
You do like LSU? Okay, that's a different
Cousin
one.
played there. So.
Okay, well, there you go. All right, and the Browns, really? Come on,
I'm humble.
All right.
humble.
All right. Okay.
I'm humble.
Yeah.
Jared, what do you got with the college and NFL?
College, just Ohio State.
Okay.
But NFL, I'm a Broncos fan.
Broncos. Hey, sorry about Sunday then, brother. Sorry about Sunday. I like
working
Bo
on it.
Nix. He's my quarterback in fantasy since Jordan Love got hurt. But sorry about that
How's
loss
that
you
going?
took.
How's that going?
What?
Fantasy? How's that going?
It's not going very well. Okay. If you were going to draft an NFL, okay, we'll just go with NFL player. Who you drafted number 1 in your fantasy draft? McCaffrey?
McCaffrey, I like Tyreek.
No, he's too injury prone.
Really?
Tyreek Hill.
I went Tyreek for my
CeeDee
pick.
Lamb.
I had second pick. I went Tyreek.
I picked.
Or I like Justin Jefferson, but quarterback. I don't know about quarterback wise.
I'm not saying quarterback.
Yeah, but
I'm
no,
just
you don't
saying,
got a quarterback.
Okay, well, who's your quarterback?
Who's my quarterback?
Yeah, number 1 fantasy draft out of all the quarterbacks.
Mahomes.
You taking Patty?
Patty. He
All
makes
right,
plays. He
all
makes
right.
plays.
Rod, who's your number 1 pick?
I picked up Joe, but my number 1 pick for sure is probably a receiver, so CD or Tyreek. Jay
I like
Jettis.
CD, yeah. What do you got on Pickens? Oh, come on, man.
QB situation.
Fields is all right, dude. I'm telling you, we're going to be all
He's
right.
hit or
if you
miss.
cut
He's
down-
hit or miss.
You got to cut down on penalties.
He's still young.
Exactly.
He'll be good.
All
He'll
right.
be good.
We'll keep it.
Okay.
Favorite vacation spot in the summer? With the family?
Florida.
Where? Anywhere particular?
No.
Just anywhere in
any
Florida.
nice beach.
Give me the beach. All right. Nothing
Really got a
particular,
favorite?
though.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Jared, favorite vacation spot?
Probably on the beach. Like I like going to Ocean City.
Ocean City, Maryland?
Yeah,
I like that. That's a good one.
It's not as
Margaritaville too.
There you go.
It's not as popular.
Last year.
Yeah.
It's not as popular as Myrtle Beach, so I kind of get more like by yourself.
Chill time,
Chill
right?
time. But
I
I also
get
like
it.
going. I don't really like going to the beach. I like going to places like you can see stuff you'll like see
Okay.
once in your life. You know.
I like that
Grand
too.
Canyon.
Yeah.
Grand
Yeah.
Canyon's cool, right?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to take. So I told my wife whenever I retire in 3 years from the fire department, we're going to get in the car and we're just going to go.
Yeah.
And I want to go out west. I want to go through like
Yeah.
Yellowstone,
Stuff like that.
Just
That's
roll
what I wanna
out
do.
west, go down to like Tombstone, Arizona, see where all that went down. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like it.
We went to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is a good. Oh,
That's a good one.
That's good. Yeah, you got to go there. You
Yeah,
got to wait
yeah,
till you hit
wait till-
21
wait,
first,
yeah.
then you go there. We won't talk about that now. But so, what are you guys jamming to?
Just rap.
Pre-game.
Rap, probably. I like J. Cole. A lot of lyricists rap and stuff like that.
Okay.
Cole, Drake.
Yeah.
Real Boston Richie.
Okay.
MG Sleepy. Rio.
MG.
Yeah, I'm putting
Sleepy.
everybody on. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm putting everybody on.
All right. You don't go no 90s old school like Dre. and
Here,
Snoop
yeah. Here once in a while, Roy will play some.
Tupac.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Trying to
Roy's
think.
job then.
Yeah, Roy. I tell him. I'll give him suggestions.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you got to talk. Yeah, you got to go with the Tupac, man. Back in the day.
but for pregame,
Yeah.
that's
Come
like
on.
that in the locker room, like. Oh no. Yeah, no. That's not the move. That's not the move.
All right. I get it. All right. If you had one word, just one word, to describe Coach Churko, what would it be? It's got to be clean. One word.
Goofy.
Goofy. All right. Goofy.
Yeah, goofy.
Goofy, Rod
He's
says.
always doing something goofy.
All right.
That's a good question.
Jared?
That is a good question.
You can't say goofy, too. You got to come up with something else.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Hairline. That's the first thing.
Hairline?
Oh, look at that. Look
Hairline.
at that. Panda.
Wow.
Crazy.
Hey, you guys are
We
in
stressing you out
trouble.
too much?
Dude, you dropped the ball, then you call out Coach's hairline. You're definitely running suicides tomorrow.
Yeah, I forgot that.
That's good. Hey, so what's something that whenever that Coach Churko says and you're like, oh man, this is his thing, he's just going to go on a rant now. Like what is
Let's
it?
go.
It's got to be clean.
He
but
always says, "Let's go."
let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Rod says let's go. Nothing.
I can't think of anything.
Okay. All right.
He says
All right.
that face. He says that look.
Yeah.
Just look. Just
You'll know.
All right. So, if you could come back as an animal, what would it be? What animal would you be?
animal.
What animal?
Ooh. Okay. Probably like an eagle or something.
An eagle?
I just want to fly in the sky.
You just want to fly in the sky and soar. I get it.
Soar.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, Rod.
Probably a cheetah.
A cheetah.
Fast. You can hunt.
You're already fast, though.
Yeah, I don't know, cool.
All right. Well, look, guys, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. It's been so much fun covering you guys the last 4 years. Looking forward to the last 6, 8, hopefully 10 weeks that we get to cover you guys' deep playoff run.
Yep.
And all joking aside, we really appreciate you guys always being welcoming to us and with your teammates and everything else when we come out and see you guys. So we appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank
all
you.
right.
Yep.
That is Rodney Smith, Jared Witherow, and when we come back, we will talk to head coach Matt Churko on the Extra Point Show built by Keim Home Center right after this timeout.
If you're looking for a restaurant with choices, the Chop House in Carrollton provides just that. A menu full of selections, including steaks, chops, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, Mexican, and Italian. The Chop House is open Wednesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They also provide the option of an early dinner menu. To see all the Chop House in Carrollton has to offer, find them on Facebook.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Chop House in Carrollton. Chris Kale, Nick McWilliams with you, and joining us now is head coach Matt Churko of the Malvern Hornets. All brought to you by Kishman's IGA in Malvern. And Coach, a great start to the season so far. Just talk about your first half.
Our first 4 games have, there's times we played well and times we haven't. I thought week 1 against Valley Christian we played a pretty solid game. And then week 2, just kind of, we kick off. First play offense, there's a weather delay. And it just seemed like we were just flat all night long. And we were kind of fortunate to win that one. And then, we go down to Harrison Central and we play a great first half. And then the second half we make some mistakes and whatnot. But we obviously did enough to win. And then, this past Friday against Tusky Valley, I thought we just played a complete game, and that was kind of good to see because, we're going to have to play a complete game this Friday.
Now, Coach, through those first 3 weeks, you said about having that complete game against Tusky Valley, which I know has to make you happy. Through those first 3 weeks, even though you guys dealt with some adversity, you dealt with some mistakes, and, maybe it didn't all come together perfectly, it seemed like whenever maybe one unit wasn't stepping up, another one would step up and say, it's okay, we got that, and then it would kind of go vice versa. Is that kind of how you feel that the Hornets are doing?
I kind of felt like we play good in certain areas, in certain parts, and, with this group, sometimes it can be you got to push them a little bit harder. There's a lot of talent there, but every team's a little bit different, and you got to kind of coach this one just a little bit different.
You got to coach him different because they're talking about his hairline.
Exactly. That's because of them.
Absolutely, it is, Coach. We know how kids make us pull our hair out, right? So I got to tell you, one thing that I've noticed the last couple of years, just being around this group of kids, is how tight knit they are. They said tonight, that something that we've all kind of known, in amongst the community that, hey, this is a tight-knit group of kids. They like to do a lot of stuff together. They like hanging out together. How fun is that to coach a group of kids that are so tight-knit?
That's what you want. Obviously, it's a team sport. You're a family, and even though, obviously you always have family issues from time to time, and just like football team. I mean, so it is good though that they're a close group because sometimes we have to be the bad guys, and it's up to those guys to really pick each other up and keep moving.
Does that make your job maybe a little bit more fun when they're that tight-knit? Can you feel like you can loosen up a little bit more at times? I know you said you got to keep them on the right direction, but also I'd imagine it gives you a lot of moments for brevity, too, to be able to have a good laugh with them, too.
Yeah, I mean, they are. There's some characters in there. I mean, even ones that aren't here tonight. There's some characters in that group, but sometimes all you can do is just laugh at them because I mean, they do. They have some good personalities, put it that way.
Coach, a lot of weapons on this team. We know what Jared can do at the quarterback position. He's been leading this team for the last better part of 4 years now. Drake comes in and does well. Rodney, but you add a Roy Simmons this year. Julius Gore stepped up and done things this year. And Unch, both Julius and Unch both did things last year, but it was kind of later in the year. Now they're kind of starting to do things at the beginning of the year. Just talk about the weapons that you have and how much of a luxury that is, especially for your quarterback.
Yeah, it's nice to have, especially with the way we kind of rotate our backs with Drake and Julius. It's pretty much by series, or from time to time we might want to throw, hey, if Julius is in, hey Drake, you got to go in here, this one, and then offensively receivers, you got Rodney, of course, but Roy's starting to come along, and we really like our other two, Josh Hunch and Jordan Detchen. They're not burners, but they're more possession guys. They're going to catch the ball and they're going to get yards after the catch. And then we have an offensive line that we had to replace 3 senior starters from last year, and we actually our center's been out for the last few weeks, and he's been dealing with some illness, and hopefully we get him back by the end of the year. But we've had a skill kid, Owen Ball, that stepped in there, and he's doing a good job. So I mean, it's been a collective team effort.
Now, one thing that you guys, I would say on offense for sure, and sometimes this isn't the luxury that high school football teams have, but you really have this ability to really kind of balance it out, whether it's in the rushing attack or in the passing attack. How much does that help in terms of your offense, and that you can put it, whether it's on the ground or through the air, and you can have that confidence that they can get their score when they need it?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I mean, because to me, if it was up to me, I'd run the ball more. But I definitely know, our strength is passing wise. But we definitely have to run the ball in order for our passing game to work. And that's just the way it's going to be throughout the rest of the year. Is we got to be able to get something out of the running game to really open things up passing wise.
Coach, the gauntlet that is the IVC for you guys starts on Friday night. On the hill in Sugar Creek, you're on the road. The good thing is after that you get 3 of your final 5 at home, which is good, but it doesn't get any easier with Strasburg, Buckeye Trail, Newcomerstown, TCC East Canton. Especially the first half of that schedule, and it's rough, right? But that prepares you for week 11 and beyond, correct?
Yeah, that's what we look at. Friday. It's going to be a heck of a task. You're going down playing a team that's, they've won 34 straight regular season games. I don't think they've lost at home since 2020. Yep. And Garraway's just a tremendous program. Not just a great team, but a great program. Yep. And so for us, we're going to have to we just got to take care of ourselves. We got to be disciplined. We got to take care of the football and, get after it for 4 quarters. But regardless of what happens down there, we win, we lose. We feel we're going to be a better team because of it, and that's going to get us ready for league play. There's going to be there's some good league teams in here.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. My final question to you is, when you get ready for Garraway, you talk about the program that they are and what they bring. But I think the best thing, and I think you'll probably agree with me, is just worry about you, right? Yeah. Worry about the Malvern Hornets. Don't worry about what Garraway's doing. Let's worry about us and what we can control, correct?
Yeah, and that's been our message all week is, hey, guys, there's no pressure. There's no pressure on us at all. We're going to go down there. We're an underdog. We know that, and rightfully so. Garraway's deserve that. I mean, they're a really good football team, but, it's going to serve us well.
Coach, the last thing I had for you, in your 7th year now, and I always like to ask, whenever you're in the lead up to a Friday night, even though you've had 7 years of experience for this, does it ever get any easier, that lead up and that nervous feeling leading up to Friday?
I mean, I said, Friday I can usually eat sometime early in the morning, and then that's it for the rest of the day. I mean, until after the game. I mean, it doesn't matter who I'm playing. It's definitely a nerve thing, and I think if it ever becomes easy, then it's probably time to
take it out. Yep,
and that's definitely not the case.
Yeah, and we asked you Friday night what it was like to face one of your pupils, so to speak. Pretty cool deal.
Yeah, it was fun. We told the guys before we go out, hey, for the next 2.5 hours, they're just another team. They're just another team. It doesn't matter, who they have on their sideline. Our job is to go win. and like I said, our kids came out ready to go.
Yep, Coach, we appreciate you. We appreciate you always being gracious with us and opening up your program. The last few years since we brought you guys on board, it's been nothing but a pleasure for us to cover the Malvern Hornets. We look forward to covering you the rest of the year and on down the road in a long storied career for you at Malvern. We appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate everything you guys do, and see you guys down there for a couple days here.
Absolutely.
And that will do it for this next segment of our Keim Home Center Extra Point Show. Almost said Big Z Sports Show. Not quite.
It is what it is.
Stay tuned because the Carrollton Warriors are going to be on the way right here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a restaurant with choices, the Chop House in Carrollton provides just that. A menu full of selections, including steaks, chops, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, Mexican, and Italian. The Chop House is open Wednesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They also provide the option of an early dinner menu. To see all the Chop House in Carrollton has to offer, find them on Facebook.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back into the Chop House at Carrollton, and we've got the Carrollton Warriors with us now, and I'm being joined by senior tight end Landon James and offensive and defensive lineman Landon Jackson. And Landon, we'll just go Jackson. I'll just call you guys by last names, all right? So I can't even call you LJ, right, because there's another LJ, so it doesn't work. But, guys, first and foremost, thank you guys for joining us. Great start to the season so far. Talk about where you guys are at, where you guys think you can head. Can you make a deep playoff run?
I think we could. As long as we all stick together, I think we can make it deep. Obviously, our first priority is always to just focus on the game ahead of us and just keep moving forward.
Okay.
I agree with him. I think if we all stick together, I think we can go as far as we want to.
As far as you want to?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so you keep it. All right. Any pregame rituals that you go through?
Me and my buddy, what's his name?
I don't know.
We call him Cookie.
Okay. Okay.
He lets me tape his wrist, and I think I do that every single game
so
far. So I think I'm gonna keep doing it.
You're just gonna keep taping the wrist.
Yes, sir.
All right. What about pregame meals? What you eating?
Usually me, Garrett, Jake, and maybe the Nailers come over, and my mom cooks for us.
Nice.
For the game. And
what's she cooking? Pasta?
Pasta, chicken, anything you can imagine, pretty much.
Nice.
Burgers, anything.
Nice. Whatever you guys want.
Yes,
Whatever's
sir.
on the menu.
Whatever we
I
want.
like it. All right, Jackson. What we got for pregame rituals?
Honestly,
from the big dogs, right?
The ritual is the meal.
The ritual is the meal. I like it.
So after school, I always, right before a game, since sophomore year, I always go home and just have lunch with my dad.
Okay,
I
like that.
We always have lunch. He always makes it before I get home.
Okay.
Random chicken, steak, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Yep.
All right. What about in the locker room? Anything you got to put a certain pad on first? You got to put a certain cleat on first? No. Do you
really.
throw up? You got to go throw up for the game.
These guys throwing up makes me want to throw up. No.
I do not throw up.
You're not a thrower-upper either. If that's a thing, a thrower-upper, if it's a word anymore.
Yeah.
Anymore. So you used to, but don't anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay, well that's good. I like the rituals. Spending time with Dad.
Yep.
That's a good thing, man. I promise you, that's something you'll remember for the rest of your life. So that's good stuff. What do you do outside of sports and school? What do you like to do?
Lifting.
Just lifting.
My biggest thing is lifting. I lift twice a day and 2 hours at a time.
All right.
I do a couple things. I like to lift too.
Okay.
And I like to golf with my buddies.
Ooh,
and
golfing.
I like to go
golfing.
Fishing all the time.
Okay,
My
so
grandpa
you're
has a pond, so I go there all the time.
Nice. So you're kind of an outdoorsman. You like to hunt too in the winter.
So me me and my dad go duck hunting all the time.
Nice.
So,
So duck hunting.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. I like it. All right, you keep it. Favorite subject in school and least favorite?
I hate math.
Agreed.
I absolutely hate it.
Agreed.
And probably like ELA the most.
Okay.
English.
ELA. All right. All right. What do you got?
My favorite's probably math.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opposite side of the spectrum. All right. Good deal.
My least favorite's gotta be science.
Got to be science?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do when you get older?
I want to be an engineer.
You want to be an engineer? Okay. What do you want to do when you get older?
Probably do some marketing.
Marketing. Nice. I like that. All right. So if you were to come back as an animal, what would it be?
Grizzly bear.
A grizzly bear. Okay. Of course, from the O lineman, right?
110%.
All right. James?
Probably an eagle.
An eagle. Okay.
An eagle would be sweet.
Okay. Why?
Just hawk down people and just
Like,
eat prey.
just eat prey and just, okay. All
I'd
right.
rather do that than just roam around in the woods.
All right.
Hey, listen, I'm the biggest one in the woods.
Yeah, I can
That's
fly.
Good.
Yeah, you
It's
fly.
good.
You still don't stand a chance.
Yeah,
Hey.
but I can fly away.
Meet me in my cave, bro.
I ain't going in the cage.
I love it. Causing arguments over animals. I love it. All right, last one. Favorite football moment so far? Could be on the field, could be off the field, could be on the bus ride, could be in the locker room, whatever. Favorite one. You got to keep it clean, though.
Honestly, probably the locker room of the Steubenville playoff game last year.
Okay.
There was just a lot of energy in there. You just won't forget that. The playoff game locker rooms are just insane.
Okay. James?
Probably any post-game win locker room is the best.
Is the best. I like it.
Every single time we win. It's just so much fun every single time.
That's great, man. Look, we wish you guys nothing but the best and continued good luck the rest of the way. We look forward to covering you guys, and we appreciate you allowing us to come in and show up to these things and join us. We appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Landon James, tight end, and Landon Jackson, offensive lineman, defensive lineman for Carrollton. When we come back, Nick McWilliams is going to slide in with two more Carrollton Warriors right after this timeout on Big Z Sports.
If you're looking for a restaurant with choices, the Chop House in Carrollton provides just that. A menu full of selections, including steaks, chops, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, Mexican, and Italian. The Chop House is open Wednesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They also provide the option of an early dinner menu. To see all the Chop House in Carrollton has to offer, find them on Facebook.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Back into the Extra Point Show built by the Keim Home Center live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. We got more Carrollton Warriors joining us. It is Jacob Whitmore and it is Dalton Naylor, as I was going to mess it up because I actually wanted to start with you, Dalton. Do you have a brother that plays too?
Yeah, twin brother.
Okay.
Dylan.
So I made the reference, and apparently some people didn't get it. I said it's like Bo and Josh Naylor for the Cleveland Guardians, and no one seemed to get it.
Oh, I don't either.
Oh, not a baseball fan?
Nope.
Well, we're off to a rocky start, but that's okay. Now, I wanted to get this out of the way first and foremost because Dalton really wanted to answer this question. So, if you guys could be an animal, what would it be?
Anteater.
An anteater?
Yes.
All right, you gotta explain that one.
Their long claws and their big old tongue.
Okay, fair enough. How about you, Jacob?
I don't know, probably like a dog. I don't know.
Any breed or just?
I like golden retrievers.
Okay, fair enoch.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, and by the way, because I realized I didn't say this, quarterback, middle linebacker, by the way. Do you guys, now, have you ever played any other positions than that?
Whenever I was like ban him and stuff. I was a fullback.
Okay.
Never again.
Not a fan.
Used to play outside linebacker and up back, but
okay.
And
fullback.
you used
middle,
to be offensive line.
Offensive lineman, D lineman, special teams player. But
You're going to get on the bad side of Landon because he's like, why are you saying offensive line like that?
Hey, I like it, but yeah, he's got to say he used to play it.
Fair enough. All right, so for both of you guys, both seniors as well, any favorite memories so far throughout high school?
Just high school in general or football?
We'll go football.
There's a lot of memories, but probably my favorite one, we were playing Marlington. It was, I think, 3rd down, and it was boot right, halfback, wheel. And we've ran it a couple times before that, but I go off the edge and instantly have a Marlington guy in my face, and I threw him off me, and I think he was on like the 5-yard line. I threw it, and it was just like the most amazing play ever. Him jumping up and catching it, and then it was Ryan Kiko.
Okay, yeah.
Like, he didn't score. He jumped up and instantly fell to the ground, but we scored a couple plays later, but it was just one of the best moments of football.
Spoken like a true quarterback because he's actually calling out the play as well. How about you, Dalton?
Mine happened just recently. It'd probably have to be absolutely leveling Triway's quarterback.
By the way, if you can't see it on camera, but Coach Storm Hill got a nice smile out of it. For you guys in school, because the student athlete part of this, any favorite subjects and least favorite subjects?
Favorites either lunch.
You can't answer lunch. Do you get graded on lunch?
No.
Well,
I
then
love all social studies classes.
Okay.
Big history guy, but least favorite's 100% math.
Math. All right. Fair enough. I totally get that.
Yeah, I'm the absolute opposite. I like math, and I absolutely hate history. I'm not a history guy at all.
We didn't even plan this out. It's just the opposites both came up here.
Yeah, I'm a big math guy.
All right, that's fair. And I'll ask what we just asked your teammates. Favorite pregame meal or pregame rituals that you got to have?
I usually go over to Landon James's house. Me, Garrett, Braylon, and then Landon, of course, and his dad usually cooks for us something.
Ooh, okay.
I always find a nice trash can and puke my guts out.
He said meal, not ritual.
No, that's my ritual.
I said ritual too. Well, obviously the meal isn't lasted long if that's what he's got to do.
It comes right back up after I eat it.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Before every single game, I end up puking too. But that's before the game, not during the game. Well, usually not during.
Well, when I played sports, don't feel bad, guys, because I did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
There was not a space behind the dugout that was safe.
Yeah, Coach Hill always tells me it's better out than in, so.
That's very wise advice. What do you guys do outside of sports and outside of school? Any hobbies or anything you're interested in?
Me and the boys go fishing a lot. I mean, I know we both like fishing. I go hunting, and I'm also in FFA. I take animals to the fair.
Oh, okay. So it's just a little bit of a busy time right now, right before football.
Just like you said, I love fishing and lifting. That's all I do.
Fish and lift.
Yep. Not much to it, though.
And Jacob, for you, we're showing the animals. What have you shown?
I take rabbits, and then this past year I took a goat too.
Okay, I gotcha. And I already asked the animal question, but you said the best football moment, but maybe best school moment outside of football.
I'm gonna let you answer first because I have no idea.
Oh no, not a single one.
I mean, definitely not waking up every day. That is not fun.
Oh, trust me, as you get older, it just gets better.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, now I'm going to throw the real curveball at you guys because Chris is telling me I have to do this. Anybody you want to say hi to? If you got a girlfriend you need to say hi to, now is the time.
Kendall Moore. She goes to Indian Valley.
Okay. That's all you're going to say? You're not going to say hi to her or anything?
Oh, hi, Kendall. Micah Moore's cousin. He quit football, sadly, but yeah, it's his cousin.
Okay.
So just had to throw that out there.
I don't have a girlfriend, so nobody shout out for me.
You don't want to put like your phone number out there or anything? Don't actually do that. I'm completely kidding. See, I'm realizing now I probably shouldn't have given him that opportunity because guys, something that we always love. Whenever it comes to Carrollton, you guys really seem to have a really tight-knit group together. You'd like to hang out a lot outside of the football field?
Yeah, sometimes we're not always the nicest to each other, but
that's how family works.
We still got a brotherhood. We definitely do.
And any favorite pro teams or college teams that you guys follow or root for?
Definitely Ohio State and Steelers. Browns are absolutely terrible, not even in the question.
My dog.
I don't want Jacob up here anymore. Anyway,
go Steelers for sure.
The Ohio State, you saved yourself on that one.
Yeah,
though.
Ohio State, but Steelers all the way.
I'm all college football, and I love Kansas.
Really? Okay. We don't get a lot of Kansas answers. Any specific reason?
No, I like their mascot.
Oh, you like the Jayhawk. Okay. Fair enough.
And Colorado.
Oh, okay, Prime.
They're good. Well, sometimes.
Good. I don't know about that.
They're popular.
At least nobody likes Florida State. Albrecht.
Coach Albrecht.
Yeah, 0-3. Pay Memphis to play them and lose to them.
You're going to keep reminding them of that.
We will. We continue.
Every single time they lose.
Every single practice.
Oh, that's a good idea. Any future plans for you guys? Whether that be school, job, sports after this?
My plan is to go to some local college and get a teaching degree and hopefully play some kind of sport at college and come back to Carrollton and teach.
Oh, that'd be a very good idea.
I'd love to go to the next level, but I have no clue what I'm doing in the future. Nothing planned out for me.
I always tell everybody who comes up here and has that same answer, you don't have to have it mapped out. Don't worry. You're doing just fine.
Circle K's calling my name right now.
You guys are killing me. And I don't know. Forgive me because I don't know. But homecoming season, when's your homecoming? Or do you already have
October 5th.
October 5th? Okay. You guys looking forward to that?
It's a dance, and we'll probably still have our headaches by then. So
I still don't have a girlfriend, so not going.
Fair enough.
You could come with us. You get their wheel. It's okay.
Not going with you.
It's okay.
Well, we're going to let those two probably try to figure that out and settle that between themselves. Guys, thank you so much for coming out here. Hopefully you enjoyed your food, too. And we look forward to following Carrollton the rest of the season. And thank you so much for all that you do and everything. And again, being here.
Thank you for having us.
Jacob Whitmore. Go ahead, Dalton.
Thank you.
Okay. Jacob Whitmore and Dalton Naylor for the Carrollton Warriors. Stay tuned. We got head coach Stormhill, if he hasn't run out of the building yet, right here on the Big Z Sports Extra Point Show, built by the Keim Home Center.
If you're looking for a restaurant with choices, the Chop House in Carrollton provides just that. A menu full of selections, including steaks, chops, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, Mexican, and Italian. The Chop House is open Wednesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They also provide the option of an early dinner menu. To see all the Chop House in Carrollton has to offer, find them on Facebook.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome into the Extra Point Show again, built by the Keim Home Center. Chris Kale is just trying to get under my skin, I swear. We are live from the Chop House here in Carrollton, and a big thank you to both the Malvern Hornets and the Carrollton Warriors who have joined us, and, of course, head coach Matt Churico for Malvern.
All right.
Sorry, yes, I am.
Do you need me to call the anteater?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to help right now. Anyway,
you guys don't even understand. It's just normal interaction for him.
It's I get it.
And we're going to talk to the man who now hears those answers from Dalton Naylor all the time. It is head coach Storm Hill for the Carrollton Warriors. Coach, first and foremost, welcome in. Your first time for the Extra Point.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you having me.
Coach, first game of the season, you pick up your first win against East Liverpool. Talk to me about just the emotions of finally getting that. Like, you don't have to wait very long. First game, first win, don't have to worry about it anymore, and now we can just move on with the rest of the season, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely stressful because it's the first time experiencing it. I text Coach T on like the day of. I'm like, I understand why you don't eat on Fridays. Like, I had the stomach turn in there, but it was good. Like you said, definitely get the first one out of the way. So.
And look, we're happy to have you on, but we do miss Coach T. He was
absolutely.
He's was one of our favorite interviews on Friday nights and back in the studio when we would call him.
It was pretty cut and dry there. So
it was always interesting.
Yep.
You never knew what he was going to say.
Coach, here in your first stint, obviously, with Carrollton, how much do you talk to Coach T? So do you try to ask for some guidance?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, him and I probably text on, a weekly basis, if not more. We obviously keep some terminology that he had offensively with the stack eye, but we've expanded a little bit on that too. So, but, he's one of the best men I've worked for, so.
Coach, you bring back, obviously the 4 seniors that you brought in here tonight, but you got some younger kids. Levi Kiko comes in and does a lot of the bulk carrying of the football for you guys early on. In the season. He was kind of one of those names that kind of crept up on us. Talk to me about some of the underclassmen and how much of a leaders that this group of kids has been to those underclassmen.
I think I got to acknowledge we have a group of 20 seniors, and they do an excellent job, and they're leading by example on a daily basis. Like you said, it's been nice because we've had some underclassmen that have stepped up too. Starting with Levi, and I got to give Levi props. He worked very, very hard this winter. He decided to run track, and he'd come in and lift every day after track. So he's paying the dividends now. So Jaden Murphy's also playing for us in the secondary, and he's another sophomore. And then we have multiple juniors that are also contributing.
Well, we know how good Levi's brother was.
Yes, for sure.
So he's got big shoes to fill. He's still got a few years that he can fill those shoes.
Absolutely, and they're both great kids. Men of faith and do the right thing. So.
Now, Coach, from your time as the defensive coordinator, before stepping into this head coach role, something that we were there to see Carrollton play not that long ago, and something that I definitely made note of, you guys are so fast to the ball. I mean, it's instantaneous, and it seems like you got so many players at the ball every single time. How much do you guys work on that?
We work on that a lot. We do, we have double whistle drill that we do on a daily basis. They hate it, but we run pursuit every single Monday. It's not an option. It's a necessary evil, I said.
You got a couple of smiles out of them over there.
They do not appreciate it, especially those linemen. But you have to. I mean, when I was younger, Kirk Loudermilk, played for the Colts, and he said, good defenses had a party at the football. So it always stuck in my mind. That's
a good one. I like that. Coach, looking this week, you've got Akron Kenmore on Saturday. Saturday afternoon game. It's going to be warm.
Yes.
So talk about the difference of having to play a day game when it's going to be warm. Hopefully this time of year you're hoping kind of when you look at the schedule, you go, it's going to be toned down. Well, no, it's going to be in the mid-80s.
Right.
So is that something that you prepare now for as far as making sure the kids stay hydrated?
For sure.
Make sure everything's ready
and
to
we've
go?
done that the last 3 weeks because we had some hydration and cramping issues the first week against East Liverpool, and the Touchdown Club did a good job. We've got some hydration packs that we've used on Thursdays and Fridays to make sure, and plus the kids getting acclimated just over time. I think it's got better too. As far as one of the big things is, this is the only game we'll play all year on grass.
Right.
So we've had to, move our schedule a little bit because, they get privileged and they get to play on the turf all the time. And like today they're in the Dust Bowl and they were acting like, they'd never been there before.
Did you go to the fairgrounds?
No.
Actually, I was going to say that's
on the other side. We have a grass field that they get to use.
That's where you played, right?
1 year. I did 1 year there, and then my junior year was first year at the stadium.
Was it? Okay.
Yes,
so you got 1 year at the fairgrounds.
Yep. But you stand on the sidelines and where they have the tractor pools at. So it's a little different experience.
Listen,
everybody's got a film they have to wipe off.
When I was in school, that's where Carrollton played, was at the fairgrounds, and we was like, oh man, we don't want to go.
Oh yeah, we used to. When I was younger too, we'd pull into the backside and you could park your truck there, and people would sit in the back and watch the game. So
crazy.
A little bit more lighthearted one. Well, I guess that turned into that. But do you guys when you're calling out for Landon? how often you get both Landons to come up?
They told me I had to say Jackson and James.
See, you had it right then.
I was doing the break, and I said, Landon, get the break, and they both looked at me and weren't quite sure which one was supposed to be doing it. So, yeah, I had to make a little adjustment there.
Coach, looking at your second half of the season, obviously the EBC schedule, you got to play Howland, who's coming into the EBC next year, so kind of a little preview there. But, you start out on the road at Marlington. You've got, obviously, Salem, West Branch, Alliance, really good football teams. And then you finish up with Minerva. Just talk about how the EBC prepares you guys once you get to Week 11.
Yeah, I think our conference as a whole is very good. Obviously, right now, and I've said many times over, the conference runs through Beloit right now. You know, West Branch has it going on. They're ranked, I think, 6th in the state right now for their division. They lost Bo at quarterback, but they still have the Thomas boy working there, and they have multiple skill kids back. So they're the team to beat, and we got to make sure we're ready for that. So Alliance, Marlington, Salem, and Minerva are all quality teams too, and they bring back quality players. So.
Now, I know it is just your first year as the head coach, but you've had the experience around this program and obviously being a graduate of Carrollton, too. Yeah. So how, acclimated did you feel? How ready to go did you feel? Because it almost had to feel like just walking back into home, right?
Not as much as you think. Nothing can prepare you for being a head coach, just the logistical things. I remember, after I got hired, just going through hey, we're doing inventory, and this is how many jerseys I have, this is how many kids I think I'm going to have coming out. Oh, we need to order helmets. Just those things I think were the biggest things. And Coach T was very organized, so he set a high standard for me. So that was probably the biggest thing. And then making sure meeting with the offense, because I just kind of stayed in my lane when I was doing the defensive stuff, because I'm a big believer in that. You got to focus on what your task is. Right. So being able to work with Coach Dietz, and he's done a great job this year. Him and Coach Clapper and Coach Pergolini have really taken that full stride and making sure that we're organized on that. And like I said, we've actually Coach Pergolini was talking to me this week and said we are 5 passing attempts from passing the total amount we had last year.
So, oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's no doubt Jacob's arm's probably a little more sore this year than it was last year. He didn't throw the ball much, right?
Not so much.
The last couple of years, you guys didn't have to throw the ball much.
No.
But,
But I think it's good to have some balance.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. Coach, last one I've got for you, you kind of took my question away because I think that's a good one. So, early on, through what have you had? Two road games so far. This will be your third coming up this week. Any interesting bus ride fiascos?
Well, I got I talked to Coach McCourt. I said I kind of got the ringer here to start with. So we had the very first game against East Liverpool. We didn't have 7 o'clock start. We had one bus that was going to be ready to go, and then we didn't have the other one until 5. So we were pulling in 45 minutes before the game with our second bus. And then we were good against Ridgewood. That was not against Ridgewood, against Howland last week. It was a 90-minute bus ride, but that was our first go to. And then, Triway and Ridgewood, we both got rain delays. So I don't think I've had a rain delay ever. And then we went back to back. So,
Yeah, that's been interesting.
Early there.
And you're going to get the other side of the weather as far as, being hot on a Saturday afternoon. So is that something that not only do you have to prepare for the heat, but the sunlight as well?
Yeah, a little bit. I probably need to put sunblock on. I'm pretty pale, so I probably need that.
Pasty,
it's okay. You and I are in the same boat.
Yeah. You put a little bit of red in the hair.
Yeah, Coach Beaton gives me a hard time because I always keep sunblock in my drawer, but yeah.
I think even the lights out at Carrollton at the stadium might be a little bit too bright. They might give you a little bit of a tinge.
Probably.
Coach, and, we always talk, mostly football when it comes to you guys, but I just want to know, maybe some background for you too, anything that you like to do outside of coaching and whatever, and anything else.
If my wife had unlimited funds, we'd be on vacation all the time.
Yep. I like it.
Yes.
So where's the best vacation spot?
We went to Hilton Head probably the last 10 to 12 years or so, and my kids absolutely love Disney. I would take them there every year if I could.
Nice.
So
I like it. Yeah, Disney's cool until they get a little bit older, and then you're like,
my youngest talks about Walt Disney World on a daily basis. So
there you go. I remember. How about standing in line for the princesses? Did you have to do that?
I didn't have to do that. I got boys. So
you got boys. So
I didn't have to do that.
See, I had the girls, and I had to stand in line for princesses, and it was old after the first year.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Don't let him lie to you. He was the one who was waiting in line for him.
There you go.
I did. I had to get Ariel's autograph. Well, Coach, we appreciate you so much. And, Coach T was always very willing to open up his program, and we know that you are too. And we just appreciate it. We are so blessed to have great coaches in our area, all 16 schools that we cover. And we couldn't do what we do without you opening up your program, giving us stats on during the weekends and things. And we just really appreciate it. We look forward to covering you the rest of the year and a long career down the road.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. And I appreciate you coming. It's good for our kids. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. That is head coach of the Carrollton Warriors, Storm Hill, here from the Chop House in Carrollton. When we come back, we'll wrap things up. You're with us at the, I knew what I was going to say, the Big Z Sports Show, but it's not. It's the Keim Home Center Extra Point Show. We'll be back right after this.
If you're looking for a restaurant with choices, the Chop House in Carrollton provides just that. A menu full of selections, including steaks, chops, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, Mexican, and Italian. The Chop House is open Wednesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and 12 noon to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They also provide the option of an early dinner menu. To see all the Chop House in Carrollton has to offer, find them on Facebook.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Back into the Chop House here in Carrollton. One final time today on the Big Z Sports Extra Point Show.
Yes.
Built by the Keim Home Center. Huge thank you to not only the Chop House, but also the Keim Home Center. That sounds different now. I don't know if it sounds different for anyone there, but it does in our ears. We thank you all for tuning in tonight as well and joining us. Chris, it was another great night, and it's always fun to get to see these teams outside of the field.
Well, and that's the whole point of this show, right? We want to bring you guys, the listeners and the viewers, and give you a little bit of insight as to, what the coaches like, what they do, what their personalities are, what some of the kids' personalities are. That's what we've always prided ourselves on at Big Z Sports the last 10, 11 years, was trying to build those relationships with the coaches and with the players, and we bring them to you. And I think it's a great thing. Carrollton sitting 2-2. They take on Akron and Kenmore on Saturday afternoon, and of course the Malvern Hornets and the Garaway Pirates on Friday night. Should be a good one. And we got a lot of good games this week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It always is a lot of fun, and everything gets started off just after 5 o'clock on Friday night. The WM Commercial Roofing Big Z Sports Show. See, we're messing up all the names today. Anyway, it's simulcast at 99.9 and 100.9. Tune in for that, and tune in for all the action Big Z Sports has planned. All of that is available on our Facebook page for the entire schedule. Huge thank you to the Malvern Hornets players and, of course, head coach Matt Chirico, as well as the Carrollton Warriors and head coach Storm Hill. For Chris Kale, Adam Sweski, and Natalie Holbrook, I'm Nick McWilliams. We'll be back at a high school, or I guess restaurant, near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.